Forging a new social connection where only one person does the work creates a palpable sense of heavy resistance. This lead and follow dynamic is a drain on mental energy. One person waits for signals, while the other guesses at intentions, creating a cycle of constant hesitation. Most social scripts treat this lopsided effort as the standard cost of entry for meeting someone new. But what happens to the timeline of attraction when the drag of social navigation is removed? Identifying and removing this friction allows for a much more rapid, effortless human connection. Researchers tracked these social speeds in a resort game room. This was part of the ISCO project, a behavioral study designed to measure the velocity of human interactions in high-energy environments. In this environment, the project identified a state called positive potency. It is the most efficient dynamic observed in the study. In this state, both individuals are active. They take initiative, they lean in, and they both contribute to the navigational decisions of the evening. This challenges the common assumption that one person must remain passive or wait to be pursued. If both people share an objective, requiring one to play a passive role creates an artificial bottleneck in the interaction. When two people drop the passive act, the interaction functions as a synchronized event. When both individuals bring the courage to lead, the behavioral shift occurs immediately. Think of this as two active engines. Because both people lead, the interaction proceeds without lag or second guessing. It moves as a synchronized sprint toward a shared objective. Two engines now propel a single vehicle, maximizing velocity by removing energy wasted on social friction. When initiative is mutually matched, the connection moves forward with unhindered momentum. In a typical single-engine connection, time is an enemy. Without constant input, interest naturally begins to degrade. We call this social entropy. Entropy is the tendency for systems to lose energy over time. Here, it is the phase where waiting and hesitation kill the early momentum of a connection. Curious, why does matching another person's active initiative create an impact far greater than the sum of its parts? This chart compares a standard timeline to a mirrored one. By mirroring each other's initiative, the interaction bypasses the entropy phase entirely. Mutual agency creates a feedback loop of momentum. Each person's confident action triggers an immediate confident response from the other. By skipping the entropy phase, the interaction avoids the common pitfalls of hesitation that typically cause early connections to stall. This feedback loop leads to a drastically compressed timeline. The distance to the connection's intended physical or emotional conclusion is shortened because there is no wasted time. This intense timeline compression creates an exhilarating shared velocity. In the behavioral study of social dynamics, the state of positive potency represents the absolute peak of human interaction efficiency. The most powerful connections are built when both people drop the exhausting act of playing hard to get and commit to a mutual momentum.